Schools in Ontario have closed for the holiday break. Niagara Public and Catholic schools are sticking to their original schedule and keeping their doors open. In light of growing case numbers, the boards are allowing children to learn at home this week if they want to. Nicole Martin spoke with the region's top doctor and has this report.
Citing significant concerns by parents when it comes to COVID cases in the community, Niagara school boards are giving families the option to have their kids learn remotely.
Because of the cases and because of the environment in the province of Ontario, that we would like to provide some opportunity for those families that might be a little bit apprehensive.
As much as we know our schools are safe, as much as our public health partners tell us our schools are safe, there's still some uncertainty and anxiety on behalf of parents.
My kids said they went yesterday. There was lots of kids missing in both their classes.
This parent has decided to keep her kids home for the rest of the week too, picking up their books and devices today.
I don't want to have to isolate all over Christmas break, right? Like if there's lots of cases.
Both boards are experiencing school closures due to COVID-19, but despite having the most active cases and classrooms closed in the region, Prince Philip Public School here in Niagara Falls remains open.
We really want to try and keep schools open because that's best for our children. Where we can identify where the spread is occurring and where the risk is occurring by closing a classroom or multiple classrooms rather than the whole school, we obviously always go down that road.
But 3 Catholic high schools were advised to shut their doors. Dennis Morris, Notre Dame, and St. Michael are all virtual until January 10th. The same goes for Eden High and St. Catharines within the public board.
We couldn't understand the patterns of spread in that school, and we suspected there was a lot of undetected spread going on in that school, and therefore the only effective way to stop that outbreak was to really unfortunately close the entire school.
In a more cautious approach, Dr. Mustafa Hirji, Niagara's acting medical officer of health, changed the guidelines for schools when it comes to a student or staff testing positive.
If there is a case, then the whole class and the teacher is also isolated. Previously to this, if they are double vaccinated, they didn't have to be isolated.
Ahead of the final bell this week before Christmas, the board directors are planning for the new year as they await direction from the Minister of Education.
We're all planning for the start of January to have some kind of virtual component to the learning. Having said that, if the Minister of Education indicates that we're going back to school full time, we're ready to go back as well.
Dr. Hirji believes schools should be the last to close if further restrictions are reintroduced. In Niagara Falls, Nicole Martin, CHCH News.